Hey everybody, it's Hirsch here. Today I am doing a challenge video. What challenge, you ask? Well, let me tell you, this is a challenge that, it could be somewhere, but I didn't find it anywhere. I kind of just made it up. It's like an ultra organized, completely booked challenge is what I'm gonna call it. The completely booked challenge. So, I'm not punny and it has nothing to do with actual books. But this challenge is like, I have scheduled out every activity that I'm going to do every day for a week, and I have to follow the schedule to a T. I'm so bad at following a schedule. Like, maybe one day I'm okay with it, but like, I need to get into a routine, or at least follow a basic schedule, because otherwise I'm sitting around doing nothing half the day. Anyway, so I'm hoping this challenge can actually help me like learn what works for me, learn what doesn't, and tone back the scheduling a little bit to the point that I actually need it and I can still have like a functioning life. So basically how I created this schedule is I did some deep digging into Hirsch and my life kind of thing, and I went like, all of my family members and my roommates and my significant other, okay, what obligations do I have to all of them? And I listed them down like day by day. I have some friends coming over on Sunday night for a game night type thing, and we just kind of play board games, and that's one obligation. But like, my aunt and uncle were just here, but they left today. But previously that would have been like a family obligation to go see them. So schedule a day to go see them, or a time during a day. Another obligation would be to like go on a date with my boyfriend, because you need to schedule time for that too, because I'm scheduling absolutely everything. So it'll be interesting. I still kind of have to talk to him about like if he thinks both the days will work, or if we just want to do one, or if we want to do like more casual thing one day, or what we want to do. Yeah, my priority section. And then I went through and like listed all the projects that I wanted to do that I could reasonably get done, that wouldn't take me like 2 months to do, kind of thing. And just like a bunch of like little things. Like, I've got laundry on there because although that's like a priority, it's like something that I need to schedule into my week. Things like that. Also, like, as far as like, okay, projects, I guess I'm like finishing up building a vanity, putting all of that stuff away, and then releasing, like doing this blog post and making sure I do an Insta post, and like even like doing a TV show thing or journaling every day. All those like projects or things that I want to do, excuse me, I have detailed in a list, and then I just kind of like let it flow and kind of let all the ideas go down, and I just put them on paper, and then I ranked them on that same like piece of paper, and then on the opposite side I put them in the correct order once I had ranked them all. And yeah, so then that was that list. The next thing that I did was construct the actual schedule itself. So I took like a week calendar on my like Google Calendar, because it shows like hour by hour and like 15-minute segments and like smaller segments, but you can do it down to the minute, whatever you want. But about 15-minute segments, and I put in like the things that are non-flexible. So all the days that I work that I have shifts that I'm scheduled for, I put in first. Then the next thing that I did was scheduled sleeping times. So sleeping times is like, well, obviously it's exactly what it sounds like, when I'm going to go to bed and when I'm going to wake up. I had to think about this a lot, because I had to make like a morning routine schedule, which like is just morning routine in a chunk, and like it's detailed on another sheet of paper that I'm gonna put in my room, and like night routine, which is essentially the same thing but at night. Haha, so self-explanatory. But anyway, I kind of want to get into a pattern, but there's also some nights that I'm gonna allow myself to stay up because I work late or something like that, and then other nights that I'm going to make myself go to bed early, or at least try to, because next semester I'm going to have to go to bed early on a couple of specific nights. So I'm going to try and do it that way and see how it works out. And if it does work out, then it'll be good. And if it doesn't, well, I tried. But the next thing after I scheduled my sleep and my morning routine time chunks and my nighttime routine time chunks, I went through and put in all my meal times. So I planned out all my meals and like put them on a list on a sheet of paper, and I went grocery shopping for them all, which is surprising because I don't do adult things like that normally. So I then put in like all my meal times and scheduled some time to eat. The next thing that I put in is my appointments, and then like if some of them were kind of around lunchtime, I kind of moved them a little bit based on like when I was waking up and when that appointment kind of fell in there. But I wanted to do the meals first because I had like one appointment that I knew of and I knew what time that was, so I wasn't like, I had already scheduled it pretty well. But anyway, so the next thing that I did is put in my priorities. And then last but not least, I put in my projects. So this includes free time. Like I scheduled myself free time, which like any of the projects that were on the lower priorities on my list, I could get to if I wanted to in that time, or I could do another project that I had scheduled for another time if I was feeling doing that. But otherwise, it's just time to like nap or read or do whatever. Like that wasn't scheduled, so I still had some flexibility in there. Or if I needed to shift some things around because something came up last minute, or if someone wanted to do something or what have you. Then I put in like top ranking priority first. And I went down the list and filled in some spots after I had scheduled my free time. I filled in the rest of the spots with something, a project, something, until I either ran out of time slots or ran out of projects. And then I just put in some more free time for the remaining spaces. And it is crazy. Have fun on this journey with me as you watch me be booked. Overly. Everybody, it's day 2 of my challenge. Day 1 went terrible at first, like absolutely horrible. And then I got to bed about an hour later than I intended and didn't end up doing my night routine. So yay! I did horrible. Day 1 was just bad. But I got to everything that I needed to do, but it was kind of a normal Sunday. But anyway, today has gotten much better. I rearranged things a little bit because I pushed lunch back and put more homework in the first spot because it was just lunch was surrounded by homework. So I just pushed all the homework and then lunch, and then my sister's almost here to move in, so that's the next step. Yep. But hopefully today and the rest of the week go a lot better than yesterday for the rest of the day and the rest of the week, because otherwise I might just cry. But yeah, see you tomorrow. Hi everybody, it's day 3 of the Overbooked challenge, and it's going okay. In the evening I was supposed to start laundry at a certain time, and then I didn't. Oh, aren't they pretty? They're like blue and they're cat eye. Anyway, and then this morning got up at the right time, kind of pretty much did my routine pretty well. Did some extra dish stuff because I finished breakfast kind of early. So I didn't drink coffee like I was going to. I also had to change the battery, the smoke detector, because it was beeping like crazy. So that took some extra time too. But for the most part, I've been getting everything done, which really excites me because, yay, I'm actually getting things done. Yeah. So anyway, we'll check in with you later. It's day 4 of my Totally Booked challenge, and this morning was off to a rough start. I got up like 30 minutes late because I went to bed like an hour late last night, and I didn't do my night routine, and yeah, I've been sucking on that night routine. Like going to bed on time usually, but like skipping the night routine to get there, which isn't great. So I'm behind. I'm supposed to be starting doing a project right now, but I am going to do my hair and I'm going to do my makeup because I'm going to coffee with my grandma, which I had to move around my schedule to do that. So, you know, I will be back with an update tomorrow. Hi everybody, it's day 5 of my, whoa, sorry, my arm just fell, of my Overly Booked challenge, and last night was a train wreck. I went to bed an hour late, didn't do anything that I intended to do last night. It was a mess. I got out of work late, and oh man, and I was just so crabby, and I wanted to go to bed, but I couldn't sleep, so I drove around. I had to get gas. It was just a mess. So, but this morning, well, So then this morning I had to shower because I was supposed to do that last night. So I'm a little bit behind, but not too bad. On the whole, not horrible. I'm kind of disappointed in myself. At this point, I'm like failing this challenge, but I'm going to stick to the end of it. Hope that the next little bit goes okay, and I guess I'll come back to you then. See you soon. I wanted to recap my week. When I got to the weekend, I know, like, up until that point, I was filming every day. I failed miserably. On the whole, I failed. But I learned a lot of really valuable things from doing the challenge, and it was really fun. So I would say on the whole, this challenge was a success. It was very fun. I did fail the challenge, but it was a success just the same. I would suggest anyone who wants to try it out, giving it a shot. If you feel like you want to get more organized, just kind of like give it a shot. Why not? I mean, it can't hurt as long as you are flexible enough to realize, like, yeah, I have this challenge and I'm doing this, but, you know, it's not the end of the world if I don't do this, or, like, this person I really need to see this week and, like, they're more important than sticking to a challenge. That sort of thing. I don't know. I had a lot of fun with it. It was kind of weird, kind of crazy, really exciting for me. I've gotten much better over the past week at getting things organized, and this coming week, like, that I'm going into, I've created a schedule for in a similar way, but way less paranoid. Just kind of these are the things that I want to do, and these are the times that I'm thinking of doing them. This is when I want to go to sleep, wake up, sort of thing. Just so that I know I get everything done during the week. That's really what I gained, is a sense of this is when I need to get stuff done, and this is how to do that for me. So on that note, I would suggest it to everyone. Also, before I head out, I have a special notification, I guess. I have a special announcement for everyone. What the Heck channel is actually going to be changing its name. We're trying to make some changes, kind of just make the channel a little bit better, a little bit more of what we want it to be. So we're going to be making a change to our name, kind of a change to our logo, everything like that. So stay tuned and see what that is going to be. We'll put out another video soon. See you next time.